We turn overseas now to Afghanistan, where U.S. and allied forces are pressing ahead with the biggest offensive of the war. In the last 24 hours, 8,000 fighters have descended on the Taliban stronghold of Marjah, which the Afghan government hasn't controlled for 3 years. Miguel Marquez is with the Marines.
Marines of the 2nd Amphibious Assault Battalion started their day long before the sun came up. By daybreak, they were headed into Marjah. In all, 5,000 Marines took part in the operation here. A show of force so strong, the Taliban has so far refused to fight.
I expected a lot more hostility coming from the Taliban.
Sorry, fighting top by last.
Lieutenant Wes Jago and his platoon are responsible for the southwestern corner of Marjah, an area suspected of being home to dozens, maybe hundreds, of foreign fighters.
Foreign fighters are concerned why?
Because we believe they're more dedicated to the cause, if you will, and they're the ones that usually get the S-vest, the suicide vest. They came all this way, and we figured they'd stick around a little longer to fight.
Afghan officials say 6 foreign fighters were among the 20 insurgents killed today, but foreign fighters aren't the biggest threat to Marines.
This is one of the biggest concerns for the military here. These canals built by the U.S. in late 50s and 60s, they're great for irrigation, but they're also perfect for defenses and planting homemade bombs.
Some 2,000 Afghan forces searched house to house for insurgents, their progress slowed by the number of homemade bombs planted on almost every road. We've started searching home, he says, but so far the Taliban won't fight us directly. The military did try and take insurgents by surprise by dropping in small teams of British and Afghan commandos at 2 locations in the city. They were helicoptered in hours before the main attack, but even they had little resistance.
We've caught the insurgents on the hop. He appears to be completely dislocated.
Marines say the real test here will come in weeks or months when the Taliban tries to come back into the city. Then it will be up to residents whether to allow them back or to accept the Afghan government that's just getting up and going here. John?
Thank you, Miguel. Miguel Marquez in Afghanistan. And still ahead on World News.